It was a pretty, tough decision. You just got to weigh out the options. But, I'm just happy with my choice of coming back. And just got to live with it.
Did it take days? Did it take weeks? Did it take hours?
I'm not sure. It was just a long process. You just wanted to make sure your heart was all in it and make sure you just made the right decision. And I feel like I did.
So what are you going to do this summer to try to improve and work on your game?
Just do all the little things, work out all the time. Get in the gym as much as I can. Just trying to drag other people in the gym with me, like Willie. And just try to work hard for next year.
What was the process? How did you kind of think out the whole thing?
Just talking to my mom, and my parents. Just trying to figure out what they're thinking and get their input. Talk to the assistant coaches, talk to Coach Cal. Try to get their input. And just decide what's the best decision for me.
What did your mom want you to do?
No, I'm not gonna tell y'all that, but but we all worked it out, so we're good.
How much you talk to other guys that are going through the same thing, like Willie? Did you?
Oh yeah, I talked to Willie a lot. I talked to Archie a lot too. Those are the two players I probably talked to the most because they were going through what I was going through.
You surprised Archie left or whether Willie came back?
No, I'm not surprised. Archie's a very hard worker. I think he's gonna do fine in the league. He's gonna work hard. He's gonna show that he belongs. So I'm happy for him. And just hope he has a happy future.
How much did last season kind of make you want to come back to prove that you can make the tournament and make the Final Four?
We got big expectations next year. We just want to come prepared every day. Because expectation next year. Goal is championship, nothing less, nothing more. That's the ultimate goal. That's what we want to do. So we got to work hard. Just try to accomplish it.
Looking back at your freshman year, how would you size up how you did? How do you rate yourself?
I think I did. I pretty had a decent year. There's always room for improvement. But we're just focused on next year now.
Mentally, do you completely forget about last year, or do you kind of use it as motivation?
You can lose this motivation. You don't want this next year to end up like this year. It shouldn't happen. With the guys coming in and the people returning. We're gonna have that much of a fire burning in our belly. We don't want to do that. We're just gonna come out and work hard.
What is it like to see all of those big-name guys coming in and think about what is this roster going to look like next season?
It's going to be a nice roster. Competition in practice is going to be very well. You guys go hard every day. You're going to be competing against top competition. So it should be good.
Did you watch the NCAA tournament, or did you purposely not watch the NCAA tournament?
I watched. I watched the games. I know the guys playing. You know the players. So I watched them, rooted for them a little bit.
Was it hard seeing Louisville win it all?
Yeah, it was kind of hard, because you got a rival school winning like that. But, I'm happy for them at the same time, just hopefully it'll be us next year.